So good evening friends, this is Rahul Magan here from Treasury Consulting LLP, and today being 15th December 2017, which is the second and the last day of our Treasury conference, whereby we covered the following topics. Like this is the paper which you can see that basically a 2-page brochure which we have made for our conference. In this we covered about like it divided into 2 parts. The first day being covered the introduction to Treasury risk management. The second day being covered the hedging strategies, types and rollovers. The third day being covered, the third session being covers the derivative strategies, which is plain, vanilla and exotic. And fourth being covered the valuation of derivative instrument, which is mark to market, hedge effectiveness testing and so on and so forth. Fifth session being cover ECL, expected credit losses. In the second day, in ECL, we basically cover all the 3 stages. The first being the recognition stage, and second being the credit impairment, and third being the recognition of the ECL in the PNL, right? On a very second day, we covered about it's a stream based. Like this was divided into the three streams. We focused about hedging of trade finance, corporate Indian corporates, receivable financing. We covered ECL, expected credit losses, hedge accounting as per IFRS. We did cover about treasury function and financial modeling and fixed income instrument and corporate bond. Both the sessions were covered using live Thomson Reuters and also by Bloomberg, provided by the participant. And at the same time, we went through a lot of rigs about Reuters and Bloomberg. Being participants, they were equipped with both Reuters and Bloomberg. They provided us a terminal and we just showed it to them. Last but not the least, it was completely practical thing. In this practical thing, we discussed about a lot of pricers in Excel, which is being made by Treasury Consulting LLP. We did discussed about a lot of things which we have in the market, like currencies, like forward, the real-time pricing, like exactly how a bank price it. So take an example, if today you're moving to JP Morgan Chase and you wanted to price it out, how exactly JP Morgan Chase would be pricing it out. We did discuss about ECL, expected credit losses. As you understand that 1st April 2018, all Indian companies greater than 500 crores of top line or maybe lesser than 500 crores of top line, they have to go through ECL, they have to go through IND-AS. Basically the books have to be IND-AS, and both retrospective and the last 12 months of ECL has to be reported. Of course, the 3 stages has to be mentioned, the stage 1, stage 2 and being stage 3. We were also privileged to have a participation of more than 13 members, and videos and their photos and everything would be circulated on our WhatsApp and Twitter and Facebook and our YouTube channels. We were also being privileged that we discussed a lot about OIS, overnight index swap, and how exactly corporate has that. This being a practical training concluded today, it's a 2 days of effort of approximately 8 hours each, which is gross of lunches. So approximately net of 8 hours of training both days, which is 16 hours of training. We are also planning to have another training program in June, but this time it would be of 3 days, not of 2 days. And we would be covering more than that. So basically in this, there is a prerequisite material that would be provided to you. And we would have the Bosch game also. Bosch game means a simulated game also. We would be using the team viewer also, whereby, using team viewer, we would be able to extrapolate, or we would be able to reflect our screen, whatever we are running, MT4, MT5, or any other reference data provider. We are going to be reflecting that to the user screen. At the end, Treasury Consulting LLP along with this Millennium would like to thank you, all the participants, for coming here and sparing almost tirelessly 16 hours, which is gross of I would say the lunches and all, net of lunches and all. So basically it's a wonderful show for the 2 years. More training programs on the way. Hopefully we keep you posted about this training program. At the end, it's 15th December 2017 and Treasury Consulting is all ready to give you a Christmas gifts in the form of a fixed income platform, which is just around the corner. The first platform which would talk about fixed income, which would be in the public domain today, the G7 banks have it, but that is a proprietary based. We thank you very much, and we also thank you, Biz Millennium, for supporting us. It was a wonderful show. You know my contact details: 9899242978. Mobile number is email ID is rahul.magan@treasuryconsulting.in and website www.treasuryconsulting.in. Thank you and have a wonderful time ahead.